Welcome back to USA News, your go-to source for the biggest stories and breaking updates from across the United States. If you want to stay ahead of the news, make sure to hit that subscribe button right now. Let's dive straight into today's top story. Usha Vance reveals the emotional conversation that changed her mind about having a fourth child. Sometimes, a single conversation can change the course of a family's future. For Vice President J.D. Vance and Second Lady Usha Vance, that moment may have come during one of the most heartbreaking periods in the life of another family. In a deeply personal new interview, Usha Vance is opening up about how a conversation with Erika Kirk, the widow of political commentator Charlie Kirk, became part of a much larger discussion about expanding her own family. The revelation comes as the Vances prepare to welcome their fourth child, a baby boy expected to arrive in July. And according to the couple, the journey toward that decision was shaped by grief, reflection, hope, and the realization that life can change in an instant. The story first gained attention after an excerpt from J.D. Vance's upcoming book was released. In the book, the vice president reflects on the aftermath of Charlie Kirk's death and recalls a powerful moment involving Charlie's wife, Erika. According to J.D., while grieving the loss of her husband, Erika shared a deeply personal regret. She wished she had been able to have more children with Charlie. Those words left a lasting impression. In his book, J.D. writes that he had spent years encouraging Usha to consider having another child. For years, however, she felt their family was complete. Between raising 3 young children and living increasingly public lives, the couple had largely accepted that their family might remain a family of 5. But then something changed. Appearing together on CBS Sunday Morning, Usha clarified that while Erika's comments were meaningful and emotional, they were not the sole reason behind their decision. Instead, she explained that the conversation arrived during a period when she had already begun reconsidering the possibility of another child. "I had already started to open my mind to the possibility," Usha shared. She described Erika's words as powerful and deeply moving, helping reinforce conversations she and J.D. were already having privately. For Usha, the moment wasn't about fear or regret. It was about recognizing the value of family and appreciating opportunities while they still exist. The emotional nature of the story has resonated with many viewers and parents across the country. Online reactions have highlighted the universal themes at the center of the conversation: love, loss, family, and the difficult decisions many couples face when thinking about their future. For some, Erika Kirk's reflections served as a reminder of how quickly life can change. For others, Usha's honesty about the realities of parenthood felt refreshing and relatable. The Vances also spoke openly about why they chose to grow their family despite living in an era filled with uncertainty. Usha explained that every generation faces challenges, risks, and unknowns. Yet she believes that having children remains one of life's most hopeful experiences. She described parenthood as a source of purpose, joy, and optimism about the future. J.D. echoed that sentiment. He said that welcoming a child into the world is fundamentally an act of hope. According to the vice president, spending time with their children reminds both him and Usha how exciting and full of possibility the world can still be. Watching life through the eyes of a 9-year-old, a 6-year-old, and a 4-year-old has given them a perspective that makes it difficult not to feel hopeful about tomorrow. As they prepare to welcome their fourth child, the couple says they feel grateful, blessed, and excited for the next chapter. And while the conversation that helped shape their decision began in the shadow of loss, the message they are sharing today is ultimately one of hope. A reminder that family, love, and new life can often emerge from life's most emotional moments. As July approaches, the Vances are preparing to become a family of 6. And for them, this new baby represents something bigger than a growing household. It represents faith in the future, gratitude for the present, and the belief that every new life brings with it a promise of hope.